kiss me.
Nick felt an indescribable resistance to his fiancée after she became a witch. When Juliet made her request, he refused firmly and couldn't even look her in the face. Juliet also realized what Nick was thinking, so she turned around and left home silently, leaving Nick standing there in a daze. Soon after, Juliet arrived at her ex-boyfriend Sean's house. Seeing Juliet show up uninvited, he had a bad feeling something was wrong. Juliet didn't hold back. She directly asked to stay at his place because she had nowhere else to go. Sean agreed without hesitation. As it turned out, he just happened to need a witch's help. He then took out a knife and handed it to Juliet, asking her to help open a grimoire. This grimoire could only be opened with a witch's blood. Even though Sean was a warlock, he only had half witch blood, so he couldn't open the book himself. Juliet hesitated a little. After all, she hadn't expected that staying at Sean's would require hurting herself. But Sean told her that the book might have a way to help her turn back into a human. Hearing this, Juliet didn't hesitate to cut her palm and drip her blood onto the grimoire. As soon as the grimoire received the witch's blood, it opened by itself instantly. However, after Juliet finished reading the entire book, she found that besides recording potions tutorials, it was useless for her current predicament. It turned out that Sean had lied to her yesterday, saying the book had a way to help her turn back just to get her to open it. Juliet also suddenly realized that Sean, like Nick, would hurt her without realizing it. Then Juliet went to find Adalind, the culprit who turned her into a witch. The moment she saw Adalind, Juliet's heart was filled with anger, so she tried to kill Adalind with witchcraft. Right after that, she used witchcraft to move a stone statue on the roof. Adalind was focused on admiring the clothes in the window and didn't realize the danger at all. By chance, she saw Juliet's figure in the mirror's reflection. But when she turned around to look at Juliet, she found that Juliet was already gone. Taking advantage of Adalind's distraction, Juliet dropped the stone statue on her. Luckily, Adalind's bodyguard reacted in time and pushed her away quickly, saving her from the disaster. Juliet, who failed to get what she wanted, left the scene in a hurry. Then she went to Rosalie's spice shop for help. She admitted that she had been affected by witchcraft and had done some bad things. From her anxious state, it was clear that she hadn't really wanted to kill Adalind just now. The out-of-control witch power in her body had influenced her. What she didn't expect, though, was that Nick and Hank were also there. She could tell from Hank's eyes that Nick had told him the secret that she was a witch. Nick's action made her angry again, so she showed her witch form in front of everyone. At that moment, Eddie and Rosalie finally realized that Juliet had become a witch. Juliet hated everyone present. Each of them was responsible for what she had become. Nick tried to take all the blame on himself and told her not to blame others. However, Juliet couldn't hear Yick's explanation anymore. From that day on, she embarked on the path of darkness. Then Juliet went to a bar filled with anger. Cole, who had been hanging around the bar for years, took a fancy to her. He immediately walked up to Juliet to hit on her and bought her a drink. Juliet didn't refuse. She even asked him to buy two. Cole agreed. After all, it was a good start. But after Juliet finished her drinks, she suddenly wanted to leave. Cole was certainly not happy. He had spent money but didn't get what he wanted.
What do you expect for 2 drinks?
A little conversation. Get to know each other? I want to find out who you are.
You really mean that?
Yeah.
Right after that, Juliet showed her witch form, which shocked Cole instantly. But Cole thought she was performing a magic trick and still followed her relentlessly. The angry Juliet didn't hold back anymore. With a light wave of her hand, she pushed him flying. Everyone present was stunned, wondering how Juliet could be so strong. Juliet didn't hurt Cole further. She walked out of the bar gracefully in front of everyone. Soon after, Wu quietly told Nick a piece of news. The detention center was holding a woman named Juliet. Even though Nick couldn't believe it, he hurried to the detention center. Looking at the familiar yet unfamiliar Juliet in front of him, Nick felt that their years of feeling seemed to be fading little by little. He also noticed Juliet's change. She seemed to be enjoying the power of being a witch.